to my channel. You all know my name is Gloria and I bring you content, lifestyle. I'm a care assistant here in the UK. Talks. Today, a lot of thoughts on my head. Most of you all know I just lost my mom last year. The funeral was fine, thanks be to God. And I lost my father a long time ago. I don't know why parents would sacrifice so much for their children, and when it's time to enjoy the fruit of their labor, they're nowhere to be found. I remember when we were very small, my father and my mother would struggle to take care of us. To eat was even a problem at some point. My mom works in the Ministry of Defense, and my father is just an engineer. And things were bad. But went to the best of schools. And not to forget, my parents were just 6 children, 3 girls and 3 boys. My father would struggle to earn to feed us, and my mother same. My mother, our favorite soup used to be okra soup then. You know those okra soup that parents will cook with momo and the okra. When you draw the okra like this with your garri, the water will be flowing around your hand. You'll be like that kind of okra soup. And egusi, like my mother, if my mother wants to cook egusi, she will pack all the water in the river Niger and cook it, bless her heart, just for the soup to go round. With no matter about the protein inside that soup. It's just, let's just eat and be satisfied. Then my parents were strong. There was no sickness. Though my mom had little health challenges with, I don't want to use the right word, like wrong words, like health challenges, like in a year, she tends to forget things. Should I call it someone that has dementia? So let's say someone that has dementia, but her own wasn't that bad. So her own happened yearly. She'll be in that trance for that year, and then she'll get over it, and she's normal. So we managed it all through I was born. So my father struggled, and then at some point we started to hawk pure water, mineral on the highway. When we come back from school, my mother would have arranged our flask or our cooler. Then I don't know if anybody remember this red cooler that they used to use for party then. Pure water. When we come back from school, we go and hawk. Then we live in Ikorodu. We hawk. We just to eat and pay school fees. But my parents never gave up on us. To God be the glory. I managed to get admission in the university. My siblings did. Thank God we had nice uncles and aunties who supported us at some point. But everybody was just struggling. It wasn't enough. Then my father now had an accident. Like I said, my father is an engineer. So when he was at work working, he got fire cut onto his face. And that was now a big burden for my mom. He managed to survive. Things started going little by little, my mommy will hold credit in all the stores. At times they will come to the house to embarrass us. Mama ẹ̀ ń jẹ wá lówó, we stayed in Lagos. Mama ẹ̀ ń jẹ wá lówó. Èmi náà fẹ́ rọjà. And I understand, but life happens. My father's dream was for my siblings to go abroad, for all of us eventually, We had aunties and uncles who were abroad. My father always wanted us to go abroad, He just believed then in his head, like parents, if my children, they will make it, My father was always worrying. My father's prayer was that any auntie or my aunties or my uncles that come from the UK or America, my father will go and talk to them. Please help me. Take my kids. My younger brother Anthony went to Uniben. The other of my brother Donald went to Uniben, and then my younger sister went to Yabatek. And then I got admission to Uniben, but something happened which most family did not know. I also made a mistake. I made a mistake. I lost concentration. But before I could realize I lost concentration, it was late. But nothing is too late. So then, I went to Uniben. I got admission. My name was in the first list then. So I got ready and I went to Uniben. Doing clearance. Then I wanted to study theater arts. I have maths, English, biology, but I did not have a CRK, that's a Christian religion study, or any languages that Yoruba or. So because of that, the clearance officer then didn't want to clear me. And I had a GC, which I had I had that course. So it was pending. So when I told the clearance officer, okay, that when I get my results, I'll come to him. So when I finally got the result and come to him, he refused and then requested for something else. So I didn't want to go home. I just wanted to get to school, like, when you've told your aunties, uncles, that you're in university, you get an admission. My father was happy, my mother was happy. I didn't want to start going back home to that the admission thing did not work out. Then I started fighting to write diploma and part-time. I did not tell anyone at home about it. So I was there in Uniben, fighting, struggling to get into school. And then I had a boyfriend who was like, baby, don't go. At some point I wanted to go back home, like tell my parents like what happened, this is what I faced. So after I spent 1 year in Benin, I couldn't go back. There are a lot of students in school like that their parents will think they are in school, but they are not. It's not as if they didn't get admission. They got admission. Just one circumstances will just keep them, and they can't turn back. Like, they can't turn back. Going back is not the option. So I had a boyfriend then. He tried. Let me not lie. He tried. We both tried. But I kept writing exams every year. I would even write with people. When I knew I was doing well, but I was not passing. I just didn't know what was wrong. The first year came, the second year came, and then the third year, the news broke out to my family that I was not in school. That single heart broke my father. Broke my father, and my mother broke aunties, But they didn't know what I went through. I struggled. At some point, I even had to try another school. Yeah, I had to try another school. So, things happened. I lost focus. I lost my step. I made good friends and bad friends in that journey. I went through a lot. Then before I know, my younger ones got admission. And they were doing well in school, I was just there. I just wanted things to change for my family. But I was not going through the right channel. Because I was the firstborn in my house. So I wanted to take that poverty thing away from my family. I wasn't going the right way. And I wasn't doing it in the right direction. The fear, the shame to face my family was upon me. I couldn't go home. Then I finally went home. I was not happy. Then my auntie, bless her, at Nayo, when she heard about it, she was disappointed. Even my uncles were disappointed as me, but she still loved me regardless. Then she now introduced me to a business. Going to Cotonou to buy things and sell. I went with her the first time. It was making sense. So I started. Then my auntie was in Abraka before she now moved to the UK. So I started doing that business. Started making sales. Started making, I was not trying, I was just trying. Then, and I got a link to travel abroad to Cyprus. Not Cyprus. And then my father was so happy. Hey! That one of his children was going abroad. My father was happy. And I was going through study routes. My mom was happy as well. But they never knew that abroad I was going is not abroad, Hey, God. That was another stage. A better stage of suffering, but this one is a classic suffering, one kind. My father decided to also gathered money to buy tickets. Then tickets used to be cheap. I remember that I flew Turkish Airlines as at then. I bought the ticket then was 170,000. Yeah. 2 ways. That was my father took me up to the airport. Everything I was telling my parents, because I'm very hardworking, so I knew that I was saying that if I get there like this, hey, I will make money. I will send him cars, as an engineer. So I was just dreaming dreams in my head, prophesying big dreams in my head. My mom was happy. My mom was so happy. she will announce to whoever wish to care that listen to her that, hey, one Adam Jeko Bodo Ibo Ojiko Turkey. And then, when you hear people going to Turkey, people that are going to Cyprus, we say we are going to Turkey. Hey, we don't know how Turkey is. Agents will tell you that Cyprus is beautiful. Cyprus is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, yeah. So, she would announce it. One Turkey, one this, one this. As I started to prepare, and when I was getting ready, we go to the airport. My father came to the airport, after so many years, I haven't seen the airport. I haven't seen anybody, escort anybody up. So when he got, they say, so money you can for be our airport, be a doji one. Like what it means, like, so I'm finally here at the airport to escort my own child abroad. Hey, thank God, though. My mom was happy. And then I remember my auntie that was sent me off to the airport, Auntie Ngozi. That's my dad's younger sister. And then my siblings were there. I was happy. My mind is that let me get there before 1 year. See me, I will don't hammer, I will make money. Then another journey begin. I'll share that journey in my next video. If you like my story, please share, comment, let it go viral. Anyone might just need to hear this that needs help. See you in my next video. Thank you for watching.